Hello and welcome to the third download from the MidMornGriff show. Thanks for bearing with us through the teething period of the first two episodes. This was probably the best show we did, with Machine ate the tape, so the quality isn't the best and we had to cut a lot of it and blah 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 blah. Anyway, it's still well worth the listen though, so here you go. Hurry up! Okay, that was the breakfast show, and now you're listening to the mid-morning show with me, John O'Donnell. And on the breakfast show there we had Charlotte Clark, and not many people know this about Charlotte, but she's actually the most insane driver in the world. She once jumped a school bus by accident. She just hit a speed bump and it just went up, and she went over a school bus. It was actually 3 school buses packed in a row. But anyway, that was the breakfast show. This is the mid-morning show, and this is the Cortiners. Well, I just want to start the show by apologising to everybody who's been listening for the last 2 days, because really the show so far has been awful. We've been I've had a headache, massive headache for the whole time, and we've been short on staff. 3 of the girls didn't make it in yesterday, and Jen hasn't made it in today. She's my little trooper. She's been in every day. Do you know what I mean? It's just hasn't been good enough, and we've really said some stuff that we shouldn't have said, because just because of the headache, I'm blaming me, because yesterday I insinuated that all priests, they touch children, which is very wrong, because it's only a small minority. It's not really all of them, and it's wrong to say stuff like that. And then on Monday, I think I don't really remember exactly what I said on Monday, because as I said, my head was very, very foggy. But I think I said something along the lines of I'd swing both ways under certain circumstances. And I just want to make it very, very clear that under no circumstances would I swing the other direction. Thanks, Charlotte. I defo would. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I definitely wouldn't. And do you know what I mean? One of the main reasons why is because it's the equipment. It's how bad it looks. Shanna's eating sweets in there. One of the main reasons is the equipment. Knobs are ugly. I don't care. Even mine, I don't even like the look of it. I don't even like to look at it. I only touch it because I have to. Do you know what I mean? And women's equipment is so much better. It's like a magic handbag. Do you know what I mean? It's like they keep all their important stuff down there, and then when they open their legs, it's like a surprise party. It's like, surprise! And it's just brilliant. Whereas men on the other hand, we kind of look like, it looks like a snake that's choked to death on a pig, and the pig is trying to escape arse first, and just don't even get me started on balls. Girls, you're looking at me. Girls, why aren't you looking at me? Come on, talk to me.
We're embarrassed for you.
For you, yeah.
Why?
Exactly.
Because I can't.
You've kind of just redone what you were apologising for at the start.
Girls are like handbags.
Yeah, they open up and there's all magic stuff inside. Like a magician's handbag.
Oh my god, if there's any ladies out there, please text in on 086 360 3559 and help me give out to John for what he's just said about us.
Why? What did I say?
You're not supposed to say things like that on national radio.
Nice handbags, little handbags, very tiny.
It's a bit early in the morning for that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Just a tad.
Well, I didn't say anything explicit, did I?
What's wrong with swinging both ways, John?
Nothing is wrong. I know many gay people. Well, I don't know many gay people, and I'm not actually gonna lie. A lot of people go, oh well, I've loads of gay friends. I don't have any gay friends, or not that I know of. There could be some in the closet, but just fair play. If you want to have sex, go ahead. Feel free to do it. I just don't try and have gay sex with me.
Could this be the fact that you might have been hit on by a bloke at some stage in the last 2 days, or
the last 2 days?
You out?
No, not the last 2 days. I remember one time when I was in
Well, here comes the truth.
I had the magic hat on. We've discussed the magic hat, and I was walking down Georgia Street. It was on a night out, and somebody.
Not even an obvious place.
Well, it's right outside where the George is. So I was walking past. I was on the opposite side of the street of the George, and I was walking past in my magic hat, and some other bloke obviously got intimidated by the magic hat, because what he did was he shouted out the window of a taxi, "Hey George!" And then later that night, my brother took me to a pub, which was clearly a gay pub.
Maybe. No comment, John. I just can't believe you just did that. All that. Well, so much for the apology, anyway.
That was an apology.
What kind of apology? Well, I apologise for saying that I swing both ways.
And bit offensive and everything, and you just go, do it again.
I had a big headache on Monday, and what happened was, my headache was so bad that I thought I might take a fleshy hammer to relieve, to distract me from the headache. But on second thought, now that I've looked back at the tape, I have to say I definitely would not swing both ways. But the girls weren't here yesterday. So Sarah, you weren't here because you can't get in. The nice road was chock-a-block.
Oh, it was unbelievable.
I have a good excuse. My buses stopped and started at 11, and to make it worse, I was hearing people on radio saying how much it took them 4 hours to get to a short distance. Plus, it was really bad.
It was really bad.
Yeah.
Like last night, even on the nice road, they were saying that it was 5 hours to get from Dublin to even.
Yeah, I heard
City
that because I
West.
tried to go home on Monday night from after the show. I tried to get back to Glendalkin, but I had to come back for the launch party, which was with Thanks to Soundhire. They're great lads. Love you, Larry. I had to come back, and I was on my way to Glendalkin, and I just got inside the boundaries of Glendalkin. I went under the M50, and I just got there, and I had to turn back because there was no point in me going home because I wouldn't have had time to eat or have a shower or anything. So I had to come straight back. Didn't eat anything all day. It was ridiculous.
Did not realise that when you first got into the car and realised the traffic was going to be bad, no?
Oh, I knew it was going to be bad, but I didn't think it was going to take me 2 hours to get 7 kilometres or whatever the distance is.
Yeah, my auntie was coming home from work yesterday, and it took her 2 hours to get 5 minutes up the road.
2 hours to get 5 minutes.
Yeah, up the road from. She lives fairly close to where she works, and unbelievable.
And where is it?
In Rathfarnham.
Farnham. And Shanna, you started driving yesterday, didn't you?
Yeah, I was in work, and I finished work really late. I finished quite early last night. I finished at 12. My friend was giving me a lift home with one of the other lads, my friend Bud. The other friend, the lad's Bud. Anyway, my friend Stacey.
Who's Bud?
Bud's my friend.
He's your friend or your friend's friend?
No, he's my friend. And then my best friend,
Hello, Bud.
Stacey. He actually wanted to come on the show, but you know.
Oh, we'll ring him.
No, I'd be scared of what he'd say.
He can't be any worse than what I just said this morning.
He's crazy. Okay. But she gave us her car keys. She drives not a Cinquecento, a
Cicento.
Cicento. So she's tiny, small and tiny. But I didn't realise how close her pedals were. But anyway, she gave us the keys to go sit in the car because it was raining, slushy and snowy, and the lovely weather we're having the last 3 days. And that was my first time driving since I killed a squirrel.
Well, we'll come back to that in a second. She gave you the keys to go sit in the car. Where did that come from?
I just thought it'd be nice and drive over to it. It was like 2 minutes across the road, but it involved in nearly crashing into a bush, cutting out several times because I've never driven in the snow or slush before. And she went absolutely ballistic.
I can imagine.
I would too. You nearly crashed the car, or you actually crashed it?
No, I nearly.
Because you stole her car.
Yeah, that's
You're causing a crime wave across Blanchardstown. Stealing lollipops and cars.
But then, you see, the car thing wasn't technically stealing because I was trying to be nice and go and collect her whilst it was raining. It turned out she was in the opposite direction and she still got soaked anyway.
So you drove her car away from her. You stole her car and took it away from her.
We did not see her. So then she just went ballistic, got absolutely soaked in the process of me trying to drive 2 seconds away from where she was because she couldn't walk. It was crazy.
That's the first time you've driven in how long?
Since September.
September? Why? What happened in September?
You see, I wanted to get a car, as you guys know, for everybody out there, I was saving for a car, and I really wanted to get a car. And I decided to have a few lessons. I drove a Mini Cooper, an 08 Mini Cooper.
I wouldn't let you in it.
It wasn't. It was obviously it was the instructor's Mini Cooper.
Yeah. And it's so annoying about it because the way they're trying to save the environment and all blah blah blah. Like it cut out every time you put your leg off the clutch, to start it. To put your leg.
That's nothing to do with the environment.
No,
that's to do with you not being able to drive.
No, that's the actual car.
Okay, right.
Anyway.
It's not.
So, we're driving around these days.
I would like to just point out on behalf of Griff FM that we do not believe that Mini Coopers cut out to save the environment.
No, anyone listening out there is. It's still on, but you have to press the clutch to start it back up. I promise you, it is there, it exists. Anyway, so we were driving along in an estate.
But you'd be pressing the clutch anyway to take...
But isn't that not just an automatic handbrake or something?
Say you're in neutral, yeah?
Yeah.
And you're just waiting, say there's traffic lights, you're in neutral, but the car's still on. If you move your leg off the clutch, the car cuts out. When you go to start, you just have to press the clutch and the car...
that's how you drive.
No, oh my God.
Anyway,
right? So I was in the estate driving around, There's 3 cars in front of me. A squirrel runs across the road. The first car goes off fine, and then the second car drives over half of it.
So you thought you finished the job, yeah?
No, it was awful.
Was it still a lot? Which half did it
The
run
bottom
over?
half.
So
So the top half was like trying to crawl out of the road, which was, I think, traumatizing, because I physically, I refused to drive, but then my instructor was like, you know, you could cause accidents, and, you know, and you may as well
yeah, there could be people stuck in cars trying to crawl out the way that squirrel was trying to crawl out.
I don't know, but he was like, you have to drive over it, and, like, I was like, no, no,
You're putting
no.
it out of its misery. There's no vet coming to save that
Hello?
squirrel.
The fact that it was driving out of my way, I was happy with that. It could have gone somebody
No, but it
else.
would have went off and lied in a bush somewhere and died
Yeah.
slowly.
But it's the fact
In a
that
lot of
I
pain.
had to finish it, and I've never, well, apart from flies and the odd spider, I've never really killed an animal before.
I'm pretty sure you've killed something by mistake.
Positive. Not even a fish, and I have millions of them in my house, no. But, like, it's just that, like, he made me drive over it, and what is the worst thing about driving over it is because I drove over its head, and I could feel the slight,
Good.
exactly, I could feel the slight, you know, my bum lifting up with the car type of thing, over the thing. I never felt so sick in my life. I couldn't eat the whole day, and I haven't actually driven since, bar last night.
Start last night when you decided to
Steal your friend's car.
steal your friend's
Yes.
car.
Stacey, if you're out there, I love you.
How's your foot, Shanna?
Oh my god. Blonde girl, I think she wore a black dress with those high stilettos. If you were in sin on Saturday,
And you're a big girl.
very big girl. You stood on my toe and you didn't even apologize for it. My toe is still killing me. Today is Wednesday. I am limping. All I'm going to say is if I see you again, I'll be buying you a drink. A very nice concoction drink.
What drink? What drink?
Don't know. It'll consist of many
Items.
ingredients. No, but it's still killing me. I'm limping. It's
I'm
so
just trying to
annoying.
imagine what those ingredients will be.
I don't know if I'm allowed to say them, so I'm not gonna.
You
say.
use the medical terms.
What would that mean? You know I'm not smart about medical.
Yeah, I was.
What did you even say?
Disticate, sorry. What was that, Shanna? You wanted to do the story you wanted to talk about there?
Yeah. I was just reading in the newspaper, and all the people complain about student fees. Like, we pay an arm and a leg coming here. At the same time, I'd rather not pay an arm and a leg coming here. But like, I just want to point out the fact that like, if they bring in those student fees, imagine how much they think we have like crime and all that at the moment. The crime rate will increase because people will
Won't
not be
pay it.
able to. Oh, plus we're in a recession, by the way. Bring in student fees will just not help the situation.
Yeah,
at
well,
all.
we had Mirren on from the NUI Galway yesterday, and she was talking about how she's in Galway. She's from Galway, where the Bertie Ahern protest was, and like when we were talking to her, we did come up with the fact that maybe they definitely shouldn't be fees, but maybe if they reduce grants would be the best way of cutting it, because you're just taking money off people to give people money back. Do you know what I mean? Because I remember there was one girl I was working with over Christmas, and she said she was going to Thailand for a few weeks during the summer, and I asked how she could afford it because of the whole recession thing. She said because of her grant, and we don't get grants here at Griff College. We're lucky if we get our tax back.
Yeah.
Yeah, we pretty much. We don't even get. Well, we will not go into how.
But anyway, grind your gears with us. Let us know what gets up your nose. And that was a groove featuring Shanna Kavanagh there at the end. And what's it? Yeah, so their interview, it's in our download section on the BEBO page. Is bebo.com/MidMornGriff. I've given that out enough times, you can find it. Right. 2 stories we want to go to.
No, John, before you start there. Ladies, seriously now, come on. You're letting us down. We need some texts and some calls, some emails, whichever way you want. Let us know how you're feeling about today's, our session going. Plus, do not forget to text in about John's handbag situation earlier on, who needs to have words with him. I would be scared of what I'd be saying on, live radio. So please.
It was a metaphorical thing. I don't believe they're actually like a
No.
handbag.
We'll see what the ladies.
Okay.
We'll see what the ladies say.
Okay.
On 086 360 3559.
Okay, well, two little things in the news that kind of caught my attention yesterday. The first one is Super Bowl. During the Super Bowl, did you hear about this? The Comcast thing in Washington is a cable provider in Washington, and they had to apologise because during the Super Bowl, they showed a 30-second clip from a porn movie during the Super Bowl broadcast. What do you think about that? Oh, hold on, I'll read out the statement. We are mortified by the Super Bowl interruption, and we apologise to our customers. That's what Comcast said. And they continued on like, we can't undo what happened, but we remain deeply sorry for the impact the situation has had on our customers. The Philadelphia-based company said. Basically, what happened was during, I think it was one of the breaks. I think it wasn't during the match, but during one of the breaks, it cut to a scene of a of a woman taking off a man's trousers and then performing an act on him. And
They showed that much?
yeah, it
took a whole 30 seconds for them to realise they...
well, I'm sure at the start, like for the first 5 seconds, I might have just been like, this is a bit of a racy ad, and then when the bell started coming undone, they were probably, I wonder what's going to happen here, and then it was 30 seconds. In all fairness, it didn't go all the way.
Yeah, but still, 5 seconds you're allowed, because you're supposed to be monitoring what you're putting on. 30 seconds, seriously? They were so trying to promote something. Don't ask me what.
They're probably trying to promote the actual movie.
That's what you want to say.
Everybody, apparently they were flooded with complaints about that. I
wonder if they were male, female, or elderly.
Oh no, it actually happened during the match. It was about 3 minutes left in the match, and that was apparently a fairly exciting match. And
The last 3 minutes, the lads should have been impressed.
It did go down to the wire, do you know what I mean? So I'm just trying to think what I'd prefer. If say Newcastle against Arsenal, right?
Right.
1-1 FA Cup final, right? And last 3 minutes, we're actually at the 90th minute. It's going into 3 minutes of injury time, and a 30-second clip of a bit of porn came on. I don't know if I'd rather, keep watching the porn or get the football back.
No, but it's interesting, right? The fact that there was so many complaints. I'd love to know if they were male, female, or elderly.
I'd say it was everybody.
Yeah.
I'd say yeah. It's America.
Yeah.
There's a lot of religious people over there. It was in Washington, though. So
Yeah, but I'd say it was mainly elderly people. I don't think much males complained about it. The whole fact that they lasted 30 seconds.
Yeah, but it was the Super Bowl though.
Yeah, a bit of football, a bit of what is
Yeah,
the Super Bowl?
it's
Super Bowl, it's American football.
Yeah, exactly. A bit of football, a bit of porn.
What is the Super Bowl?
I don't watch the
You're
games.
20. What are you? 23, 24?
Who watches?
What are you, 50?
50 if you want to go with it. Yeah,
Okay.
no, but it's the ultimate fella's dream, watching football and a bit of porn.
Okay. Well, we got the other big news story I want to talk about was Carol Thatcher, who is the daughter of Margaret Thatcher. Anyway, and what happened was she got fired from the One Show. Actually, no, she hasn't even been fired. She hasn't been fired from the BBC. She's been fired from the One Show though, for referring to a tennis player as a gollywog off mic. It wasn't on screen, but
Well then.
well, no, but you're not allowed to have those opinions
Now, I
in the
have
media.
to say, my mother at some stage when I was younger, I definitely remember her sometimes calling me a gollywog. But John has enlightened me that gollywog isn't what I thought it meant. There's a hidden meaning.
Because you thought it just meant to troll.
I thought it was trolls, you know what I mean? Because I was a little demon at the time, so I just...
Still a little demon.
You know what I mean? I thought, because she'd always call me different names, you know what I mean? Well, I genuinely thought gollywog meant, I was actually annoyed to the fact that they fired her. I was like, it's only a troll, a form of troll. They clearly have no imagination anyway, but John has rectified that it's not a troll.
Because a gollywog is actually, I think they were the characters from the Naughty books, the black characters, who essentially, they were just evil, and they were black, and they used to come down, and I'd never read the books, and they're not in the new. They don't put these in the new books anymore. They just have them in the old books. When it was first released, people don't know this about Enid Blyton. There's like, it's been speculated that she was a major racist, and that's what the Gollywog characters were about. They were put in there to vent her opinions about black people. Now they were taking over England and stuff. But what?
Troll to that. That's just harsh. Now that's all I'm saying. I would have rather she'd left him as troll, but you know. Oh, because I was really annoyed when I seen this word in the newspaper. Like, you know, she was in our Celebrity Get Me Out of Here, wasn't she?
She was Queen of the Jungle in 2005.
I know. I love them shows, like, but you know, she's so lovely though. You know what I mean? I don't think she meant it. I don't even think she knows what it meant.
Well, she was immediately challenged on it, but she refused to apologise at first.
But if it was off air, then they can't really do anything about it.
What was the altercation like anyway?
I don't know. They were just talking about a tennis player, and she was talking about a producer or someone, and she said she just called a tennis player. She was
How
after
old
tennis.
is she, roughly?
She's 50 something.
You see, it's kind of
Age.
No, for that age group, it mightn't have meant kind of a racial thing.
The elderly are fairly ignorant people anyway.
If you're going to be on TV.
Yeah, I know.
The BBC can't let her
I'm
get
not
away with saying
defending
stuff like that.
what she said or anything. I'm just saying that if it was off air and she probably didn't mean it in the way it came out, probably in a racial way, it was probably just a statement because.
That's what I mean. I bet you she doesn't even. Well, now she does.
No, I'd say she probably had an idea of the impact it would have, but she didn't say it on air, so they can't really kind of go.
Well,
on air, off air is not fair. But I don't think she knew. Like, do you know what I mean? She meant it in a racial way.
She said it on Monday, right? And they challenged her, and she refused to apologise. And she was given the chance, and then she tried to play it off as a joke. She said, I didn't actually mean that. But, you know, you can't let people like that on TV.
Yeah, but, like, I genuinely think, maybe, I don't know, maybe it's because I loved her and I'm Celebrity Get Me Out of Here.
I hate her. Well, I'd say I hate her. I never watched it, but I've always... Her name's Thatcher, I don't like her.
However, I hate her mother, but I genuinely don't think she meant it in, like, a racial way. You know what I mean? It's just like saying scumbag. Like, I'd say scumbag to anybody, but I don't... You know, apparently scumbag is really bad to certain people. They react in certain different ways. And the BBC obviously had to research and find out what gollywog meant and found out what it meant and realised, ooh, they might be in trouble, and that way they had to... Just like the Russell Brand show, where that whole incident happened. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Sorry, there's people in the studio who we don't know. Yeah, right. We're just gonna go to a song now. This is a song called "Gifted," and it's basically about me. There you go. That was Kings of Leon with California Waiting. And before that, before the news, we had NASA featuring Kanye West, Santa Gold, and Leaky Lee. I love that name. What was I gonna say? Yeah, we got a text in from Anne Daly, the Anne Daly who we all love. She's a lecturer here at Griffith College, and she said, "John, I have to say I'm appalled. Feminism forever," because she's a big feminist. What did I say?
John.
Go back to your speech at the beginning, like. And
yeah.
Think about it.
What? I said they're a magic handbag. I don't love handbags. That's making it sound like swing the other way again. What did I say though?
Women don't want to be known as handbags.
Not in a bad way. I said magic handbags.
There's ugly handbags, there's nice handbags, there's cute handbags, there's horrible looking handbags. Which handbag did you mean exactly?
A nice handbag.
No,
a designer handbag.
Designer. All women want to be designer handbags, yeah.
Oh, gee. What can I say?
You see, you shouldn't have said anything to begin with, so you kind of got yourself into it.
I'm trying to be nice.
By calling us handbags?
Yes.
Did you see the handbag I brought in?
I thought women liked handbags.
Absolutely horrendous handbag.
Well, not like your horrendous handbag, like a nice handbag.
There's quite a lot of horrendous handbags.
Oh, I know there's quite a lot of
John, I just think you should apologise to all females out there.
Okay.
Especially Anne, because, you know, Anne totally feels where we're coming from.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'd like to apologise to everybody, especially especially Anne Daly, about making a comment that women are like handbags. But I still don't understand
enough is
why.
enough, John.
I still don't
And if
understand.
there's any women still upset about his comments, please text him and let him know.
Yeah, text in. We got some texts about things that are grinding people's gears. If I'm grinding your gears, you can get into it. You can give us a shout. Someone, Sarah in Dublin, said men in general. That's not our Sarah. That's a different Sarah. Men in general grind her gears. Those cotton material shoes get on Neve and Smithfield's wick. You know those cotton material shoes?
The Converse rip-offs.
Yeah. She goes, ew.
Oh, they're like so horrible. I don't get what the big craze are. I hate them. It's. Do they realise we're in Ireland? It rains. You need to have a decent pair of shoes. They do actually just wear those shoes once and then they're thrown out in the bin, which, you know, is a waste of money.
Yeah, and Neve actually added ew and yuck to her text. And also texted in was Dara from South Circular Road, who said, city traffic. I believe it's the result of the freaking traffic lights.
Well done. 'cause
Well, you
without
guys
those
need
traffic
traffic
lights,
lights.
you wouldn't be driving at all.
I don't think he understands the concept of traffic lights.
No.
There we go, that was Ricky Gervais from his old XFM show, and we're back with our show. And you know, the regular thing, the main thing we do on this show is we solve people's problems. So what I've done is I've gone on to confessionpoints.com, which is where it's a website where people email in anonymously, and they put up problems they're having, and they try and get the whole world to solve their problems for them by emailing back with solutions and comments and stuff. So we've got three here. I'm going to give you the headlines and you pick which one you want. So the first one is, I think I hate her. The second one is, my boyfriend likes porn more than sex. And the third one is, lusting stripper.
Lusting stripper.
Are you going for lusting stripper?
No, my boyfriend likes porn.
Your boyfriend likes porn?
No, that's what he
Okay, we're going with, my boyfriend likes porn more than sex. So this is a very short one. You'd have to pick the short one, wouldn't you? Matches you. Okay. What can I do to get my boyfriend to have sex with me more? He's mostly sitting in front of the computer and downloading porns. This woman has poor spelling because he mostly sitting in front of computer and downloading porns.
Did
porns.
you ever think her?
Did you ever think she might be like a different nationality?
Exactly.
John, apologise. There's another bad female remark you just made.
I'm sorry. I think he likes to watch. He likes to watch that instead of doing it, and then it has ... IDK. I'm assuming IDK is I don't know. Is it? I
I'm
don't know.
gonna go with I don't know.
Okay. So what does this poor girl? Oh wait, she has a name. It's
I'd say she probably does have a name.
it's not a real name. It's an identity. It's
So basically, her fella's watching porn instead of doing the deed with her.
yeah, and her name is Mall Sweetness.
Sweetness. Dear. Well, first of all, wherever you are, there is a version of Answermas wherever you are. I'm presuming you're not Irish due to the language, and that's not a bad thing either. I'm just saying there's different kind of Answermas shops in different parts of the world. So I suggest sexy lingerie coming up to
Is
Valentine's.
this just going to be your answer for
Everything.
No, I have not finished.
Okay.
Sexy lingerie, yeah? Make him a nice meal, make him feel romantic, make him feel wanted. Or try watching porn with him.
Yeah. What's your answer, Sarah?
Well, if she's that annoyed over it, break the computer.
Right. That's
And you don't mind, man.
That's better.
Go with the anger management.
I would, if my advice would be to, how about the two of them make their own little video? Then,
Then he can
he's
sit
not
there and
cheating
watch
as
what
much.
he has done or what he can do.
Yeah, with her. The stuff he does with her. And then that way it's less cheaty.
How is watching porn cheating?
Well, it's not, but, I'd be worried a little bit. I wouldn't be loving the fact that my girlfriend would rather watch porn than be with me. Do you know what I mean? Would rather watch other girls ahead of me.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
the
you
thing
just
is,
got that wrong.
exactly. The thing is, if girls watch porn and it's female porn, that's fine. The boys shouldn't complain because that's a boy's ultimate dream. But
What? What's a boy's ultimate dream?
girl porn.
Yeah.
Or his girlfriend Girl. Moving on swiftly.
Okay, do we want to... Okay, we'll go to the next problem. So the other two problems are we'll probably only get another one in. Lusting stripper or I think I hate her.
I'm interested in why he hates her.
Yeah, I know. We go with that one?
Yeah, go on.
Okay, we're going with I think I hate her. I work so hard to make my dream come true, but my girlfriend doesn't understand how hard it is to start and run your own business. The economy is so bad, and I'm lucky I make a dime in profit. These people are American channel, because they said dime. She treats me with so much... She treats me with so much disrespect that I can barely stand to look at her, and it's all because of money. She covers most of her bills and food. She covers our rent, which a lot of the time I'll admit I can't pay. I told her I couldn't pay, but she insisted that I move in. She drives up the credit cards and gets upset that I can't give her money because she's in debt and that she'll pay rent. But I feel trapped. I can't get out of this relationship without turning my whole life upside down. I've been thinking about cheating, but just to hurt her or make her feel like shit. Oh, I didn't say that. I'd like to apologise for that language. I was just reading off the thing. She's driving me to it. Although it would be better to break up with her, I don't see the point of her not feeling the way she makes me feel, or worse. I want to wait until I make more money and treat her with the disrespect she treats me with. Find another girl and leave. I can't bear to be without her in my success when she can't stand by me. I can't bear to be with her in my success when she can't stand to be respectful of me for bad times. She doesn't know business is picking up for me financially. I don't know. I'm not a bad person. Maybe I just need to vent or whatever.
I think he's confused. What's going on?
Basically, right? I think it's just basically that the fact that he just has so much pride, too much pride that his girlfriend's making more money than him. And I know fellas don't like it when girls pay for things, but there comes a time in your life where a woman looks after you, because obviously you're at a low and they know you'll be back up. So really, just go with the flow.
Go with the flow. But what do you think of his plan to get rich and then cheat on her?
I think he's an idiot, to be honest. Sorry, but I do. What's that going to achieve? Absolutely.
I think he's
nothing.
He's really mono. I think he doesn't actually like her, but it's the fact that she's
I think he's
paying for his way.
Yeah, and I think he likes having his own business and having the girlfriend to come home to and the lifestyle that he thinks he has anyway. But if he's not happy, get out of it.
Women should stay at home. We are independent. We are in a new century.
I love independent women. They buy their own drinks and they go home on the first night. It's great.
Yeah, that's why the magic hat never works. Never works.
So let's sum it up. What's your actual advice to these people?
I'm going to go with a bit of both.
A bit about what?
Suck it up and move out.
Suck it up and move out, and then what does he do? He has no money.
Well, apparently his business is picking up now, so
Exactly.
he can manage.
I think he's still a bit worried about the old recession.
Yeah, that's why he's milking.
That was stupid of him to start his own business in the middle of a recession, then, wasn't it?
But she doesn't understand. What about the fact she doesn't understand how hard it is to run her own business, and she runs up the credit card and then gives out to him?
Leave her. Let her fend for herself with all her bills.
Yeah, exactly.
You're a man. Do what men do. Run.
I don't run. I can't run my knee.
Well, yeah, that's true.
John, you just hop along. That's why you're called hop along. No, but seriously, just leave her. Let her keep her with her bills.
Let her fend for herself, and you sort yourself out and do what you're doing.
Okay, that's your advice. People, we still haven't gotten anybody sending us their problems. You can text us 086 360 3559, and that'll be anonymous. So we're not going to be reading out names or anything. Just text it in, or you can email griffm@gcd.ie, griffm@gcd.ie. You probably won't BEBO us, but if you want to BEBO us with a little problem, it doesn't have to be, I'm
Huge.
thinking about leaving my girlfriend, or what was the other one we did? Porn. Doesn't have to be about porn. We like
about anything. We will help you. We
any
will help
little
you to
problems.
the best of our ability.
We are life gurus, is what we essentially are. You can get on the BEBO page if you want. It's what is it again? I've been saying this all morning. I got through the whole morning without messing it up, and now I did. BEBO.com/MidMornGriff. That's MidMornGriff. Yeah, that's it. Oh, it's all starting to fall apart now.
It lasted well.
It did. It went very well today. We're going to bring in Rachel now. And she's going to tell us 5 things to do today.
Woohoo!
Woo! Rachel Brady off.
Is
that Rachel? Is that Rachel off the radio?
Yeah, just made it in.
Just barely made it in. She made it in today. She didn't make it in yesterday, unfortunately. But she's got 5 things for us to do tonight.
I do.
Or for you to do tonight.
It's the daytime too, okay? So the first thing is the Fees March. I think it started at 1:30 from O'Connell Street, and everyone's encouraged to go support anyone that has to pay, or that might have to pay fees.
Oh, like us who are
May not
paying.
want to
Yeah.
afford it.
Yeah.
May not be able to afford it. Secondly, Wax is back tonight with a gaff party. It's like,
Wait, what?
there was rumours Wax is going to be closed down.
Really?
Yeah. So
I still haven't been to Wax.
Launching. What?
I remember you telling me how good Wax was, and I
Yeah,
still
I don't
haven't
think
been.
you're missing much, to be honest.
It's class. I brought her one night.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sarah
Oh wait,
was-
but there's a gaff party. How does the gaff party work?
I don't know. It's a new thing. I haven't heard much about it, but
Oh, is it like you can bring your own bills?
no.
That would be good.
That's about it.
I would like that.
There is drink promotions, like Druids is cheap enough in there.
Oh wow.
And it's €8 in, and it's like downstairs is electro, techno, and then
Oh.
upstairs is
That's a problem.
punk.
Sorry, I couldn't hear you properly there. And
fine,
because I
it's
could
your
only
fault.
It's absolutely my fault. I'm still getting
Couldn't
used to
even
these
hear
buttons.
myself. Yeah, so downstairs is electro and upstairs is punk. Then
In
Joseph,
Wax?
yes,
Yes.
and then Joseph and the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat is on in the Gaiety Theatre tonight.
Yes.
It's a family affair.
What's his name? Will Stutter guy. Ah!
Oh, Will from
Well,
Hop
Young,
Idol.
yeah,
Hop Idol.
yeah, Will Young.
That's the one with Will.
Yeah, but I think he's missing a few shows. I think
Wait.
he's missing the Irish shows.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Will Young isn't the
He said to me
sort of
he's
The
guy.
other guy, what's his name? Garrett Gates.
Garrett Gates.
Oh, we apologise, Billy.
Oh. Right, okay, well that's in
Probably
the
the
Gaiety tonight at 7:30.
Will Young is the one with the weird chin,
He is
and he's gay.
a bit protrusive.
We're not getting into that again.
Right, okay, so
Nothing wrong with being gay. Okay, go ahead.
in the Savoy tonight, I'm just going to say
There's
go
not.
to see Revolutionary Road, which is
It
like,
is.
I haven't heard great responses
though.
from it, but like
That's one of the Kate Winslet.
yeah, Kate
things.
Winslet,
That's
Leonardo
Kate
DiCaprio.
Is that the one where she's with the uncle, or the one? It's the one with Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Their first
it is.
film since Titanic.
So it's on at 5:30 and 8:20, and then on TV tonight on Channel 4, the world's most enhanced woman. And
Yeah,
me.
this is the one I was talking about. I can't wait to see this.
Yeah. Breast implants taken to the extreme.
And we were talking about this the other day.
Yeah.
Cannot
Yeah.
wait to watch it.
It's on 10 o'clock,
I can't
followed
wait.
by Shameless.
Oh.
I just love Shameless.
I've never actually watched it. People
actually
keep telling me
quite
how good it
good
is.
either.
I
There
just
you
can't
go.
Really good.
find the time to get it. I can't wait to watch this boobs thing.
I don't have the station in my apartment. It's very annoying.
Can you not
Oh.
knock next door?
Is it on Channel 4 or on E4?
Channel 4.
You only have the 4
Yeah,
basics? Oh.
yeah.
Hey,
Do you-
I do.
I'll
I'll
take
in my room.
Actually, I have the community channel, which is great.
They do that now.
They still do it. Does that have some? Alright, at night they have one of these phone-in things where there's girls there
No.
going. No,
No,
that's a
not
different.
the community
that's-
channel. It's a form of shopping channel, I think.
Oh,
that
right.
you're talking about.
No, I
No,
don't think it's a shopping
it's
channel
on-
that he's talking about. That's for sure.
It's on either the Dublin City channel or the Community channel or one
No,
of these.
I
channels.
don't think it's community channel.
Have you been looking up porn again?
It's been a while. Anyway,
That doesn't work.
It may work, but it doesn't work well. That's what we
Yes,
learned.
evident.
And we have the evidence
Okay.
to prove it.
Rachel, Rachel, while we have you in the studio, what did you think of the top 10 that we did today? The top 10 80s songs?
I didn't know
Honestly,
the
like,
show
don't
of
hold
the
back.
like number one, but I knew the song and I loved it.
Yeah, it's in
I
the
love
Budweiser
song.
ad. Have you seen the ad where your man has a little remote control helicopter and he's cutting his hedges with a helicopter?
Oh, yeah.
That's you'll know from there.
It still does not qualify to be number one. I do
Was
not
Baywatch
care.
in it at all?
No, that's gonna be in the.
That's just the
That's the
90s.
80s, is it?
No,
No.
that's the 90s.
Oh,
You're so young. Did you think Baywatch is?
I'm a 90s girl.
That's what Sarah kept. She sat here the whole time with
Confused.
confused face.
Did you? Oh, you wouldn't have seen most of them, would you? How many did you actually know out of the 10?
I knew a few of them just from like downloading theme tunes, funny theme tunes. I
You
don't
would've-
really know the shows.
Funny
Like.
Magnum was a funny theme tune.
Was Dallas in it?
No, I didn't really like Dallas.
I would have actually shot you if you put Dallas in there.
Why?
What's the theme song? I remember. I'll sing it now for you if I remember it. No.
That was excellent.
Sorry, ladies and gentlemen.
Anyway, right, so that was our third show, and I think that blew the first two out of the water because we actually
Had something to talk about.
Yeah,
Yeah.
apart from John apologising and just,
Yeah.
going over his words.
Yeah, and also the woman, right, just before 11, you may have heard the three of us having a little panic attack because
The Hoover.
the cleaning lady came in and tried to hoover the studio
Whoa.
While we were
while
here.
we were on air. She wanted to hoover the walls of the studio.
She apologised.
She did
so much,
apologise.
but she did not realise.
Clearly
what she
people-
had done.
Clearly, everyone that was here, didn't really phase her at all.
I did. I made her turn off the Hoover.
I-
She came into
I
the
nearly went
studio.
ballistic, and then there's been people outside
Making
making noise
noise.
as well who've been told not to make any more noise.
But they
Right,
don't listen.
we're gonna close the show with our daily dose of loophole. I think we're just gonna play them every day because I like it so much.
Which song?
Subliminal Hit,
Okay.
and they played this, of course, on Monday at the launch party, which was with thanks to Soundwire.ie. Go down to them if you need any sound systems or lighting systems. We were the morning crew. It's goodbye from me, John O'Donnell. It's goodbye from Sarah.
Bye.
Bye from Shanna.
Laters.
And bye from Rachel.
Goodbye.
There you go, that was episode 3. Sorry again about the sound quality. We cut out Grind My Gears featuring Barry Finnegan, but you can download that separately in the download section of the BEBO page, which is bebo.com/MIDMORNGRIFF. That's all one word. We also had top 10 80s TV songs that had to go because of copyright. Just so you know though, it went from 10 to 1. It went Pole Position, The Littlest Hobo, Thundercats, Magnum, Mask, Jason the Wheel, Transformers, Knight Rider, The A-Team, and number 1 was Airwolf. The text line, the phone line, and the email are all gone, but you can still be us. More next week. Cheers for listening. Bye.